Welcome to a series of videos that I've entitled Thursday Evening in Powell Valley, or Beautiful Powell Valley. This one will be one of 4 videos. And as I've said before, rather than put music behind these videos, I'm just going to try to jabber. This video is approximately 30 minutes long. I debated on whether I would tell you that I've extended this video, but I might as well tell you what I did. This video, when I recorded it, was around 17 minutes long. And due to the fisheye effect of the GoPro, it looks like you're going down the road 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's an optical illusion. You're really not going that fast. But when I watched the video directly out of my GoPro camera, I thought, I need to slow this thing down. We'll get started here in a minute. What I'm doing now is checking my camera and making sure my wires are all connected for the power to the GoPro. Now we're moving. But you go down the road so fast, you can hit your space bar and stop it if you want to see something, read a sign, or try to recognize someone in a car that's coming in your direction, which you can actually stop the car, and if they don't have tinted windshields or if they have their window rolled down, you know exactly who it is. But I'm recording this at 60 frames per second, and when I pulled it up into my editor, if you do a video of 60 frames per second, you can go into slow motion. What you do is you take your clip. This clip is approximately 17 minutes long. And what I did, I thought, well, how much do I want to slow this video down? And the reason I wanted to slow it down is to give you an opportunity to see things on both sides of the road without it just zipping by. So I stretched my video clip out to 30 minutes. So what normally would take 17 minutes to do this video, I extended it to 30 minutes. I've never done that before, and I decided to do that with this video just to see how it worked. Especially if I don't lose any quality in the video, and I don't think I'm going to. On the playback, I'm doing the audio portion, and I have everything pulled up into a video editor. And the screen that I'm using as a monitor is very small. I could make it a little bigger, but if I did, I would lose the visual part of some of my other functions on this Movie Studio version 15 Platinum Edition. I've been using Vegas Pro for many years. Sony developed this software, and then they sold it to a company in, I'm wanting to say Germany. I think they're in Germany. And I had 2 versions of the software. The software is not that intuitive, but it's really powerful. You can do a lot with this editor. So 2 versions I had And I have all those versions on my computer. I don't know why, because I don't ever use them. When I upgrade, I start using the upgrade. But anyway, I had two versions when Sony owned it, and then I've had two versions when the company, I think in Germany, purchased it. I'm trying to look on here and see if they've got their name somewhere. I can't see it right now. But it's not intuitive. You've got to spend some time learning the functionality of this software. But once you do, it works pretty good if you do everything according to Powell. If you kind of click on a button or drag something and you happen to turn loose the mouse key and then hit it again, you can get into Never Never Land instantly, which I usually do. There's a lot of things about this editing software that I don't like, but I've used it so much, I just don't want to try anything else. There's a lot of good editing software out there, but this software will do quite a bit, so that's why I use it. And as I said before, I have never stretched my video. I would copy them to YouTube and pull them up into the editor, compile them exactly the way they were recorded. The speed is what I'm trying to say. But I took this 17-minute video clip and stretched it out into slow motion to where 17 minutes will decrease to 30 minutes. And I figure by doing that, it'll give you a more clear picture as you go by. Because when I was watching the video after I took it out of the GoPro, I copied it to my laptop, and as I was watching it, someone had mentioned to me that watched my videos. They said, "Man, looks like you're going down the road a million miles an hour." It's an optical illusion with this fisheye lens on these GoPros. I'm not really going that fast. And if you look down between telephone poles and how long it takes me to go from one to the other, then you can realize that my speed is not that fast. But this will slow it down even more. And like I said, I've never tried this before, and it may be that I don't want to do it. Once I get this one compiled and I look at it, and if it looks okay, then I'll do the other three. There's 4 videos in this series that I have entitled Beautiful Powell Valley, Thursday evening, the 8th of August, 2019. I think it's around 4:30 when I started up the valley. The sun is behind me, which is good. Coming back down the valley, I'm coming into the sun, but the sun was behind the clouds, and it gave it a look that I was kind of satisfied with. And mainly, my intention on doing, I've been up through here before. There's probably parts of this that I haven't recorded a video, and it could be that I had recorded videos coming the other direction. But some of those videos are old, and if you want to compare something, that you want to find out, does it look different now than it did back then, you can do that. When I was doing this video Thursday evening, the main thing that I was thinking about is people who have moved away from Campbell County, and it's been a while since they've been back, this will give them a clear view of the area. And we who live around here know this is one of the prettiest places in the world. It's as pretty as any place I've ever seen. And there's some pretty places out there. I'm not saying it's prettier, but it'll hold its own with most of the places that I've seen. There's 4 of these videos. This video is one of 4. And 3 of them, I plan to slow the clips down like this one, which means they'll be 30 minutes each. So I'll have 3 at 30 minutes. The last clip was smaller than the first 3. I'll slow it down just a little bit. So you're looking at close to 2 hours of video in 4 clips. And if you know someone who is planning on coming to Campbell County, or used to live in Campbell County, or is in the military away from home, you can send them this YouTube link and they can see their hometown or their home county. Of course, I'll go into Claiborne County, this Campbell County. I go into Claiborne County and the edge of Union County. I don't know if I go into Union County. I didn't check Google Maps, but it's that back valley road that goes from the right of this road. You go to Speedwell and you turn right and you get on that back valley road. That's going out toward Union County. I don't know exactly where the county line is at. If you live up in this area, you know where I'm talking about. And I go the length of that road, and when I get up there on 63, I cross 63 and stay on the old Middlesboro Highway, which is 63, and go down in the direction of Arthur. And just before you get there, that part of the road circles around to the right, and you either have to get on 63 going right or left. And in the case of this video, I turn right and come back down the valley. At times the sun is into the camera, but I was satisfied with the GoPro this Thursday evening, the 8th of August, 2019. It did a decent job, but the reason it did, the sun was behind the clouds most of the time. The thing that amazes me about this little camera, it's no bigger than a pack of, you know, when you used to get these matches. In fact, they even named a little car called Matchbox, about that size. Well, that's about the size of a GoPro. And the SD card that I'm using in the GoPro is about half the size of a regular SD card. And I always say it's half the size of a postage stamp. And it's 64 gigabytes. And it will record 4.5 hours of 1920 1080p video for 4.5 hours. That just blows me away. But when you stop and think about it, you wonder how YouTube and these people can capture and hold all of the videos and the emails and whatever with no problems. Say, for instance, this little 64 gig SD card that I have. What if you had a tractor trailer load full of those? That would be enough to probably capture everything for the next million years. The technology, I was checking to see if my desktop was on. When it's on, it picks up a vibration in this Blue Yeti microphone. I used to use a Sennheiser that I had. I took it to the shop the other day. Some of the wires came loose and I had a guy to solder it. But I'm using a Blue Yeti, and I've really been satisfied with this Blue Yeti. It's a 100% USB microphone, and it has several settings on it. I have it set on a cardioid setting. You can set it omnidirectional, which makes it great if you're doing an interview. So if you plan on doing any kind of blogging or vlogging on the internet, I can suggest the Blue Yeti is a great microphone for that. And the voice quality is sufficient. I'm using Audacity. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. Some people call it Odyssey and Audacity, but I'm using that, and it has some functions. If you get some high peaks, as I'm doing right now when I'm recording this, when you get through with your recording, you can, well, it jumped up on me there. Let's see if I can spell the name. Hold on a minute. It's spelled Audacity. Audacity or Audiocity. Audacity. I've heard it called everything. I'm probably mispronouncing it. But the thing that's so great about this program, it's totally free. It's offered free. And it has so many functions. Like I was saying, if I have some if I overmodulate, I can, when I finish this recording, that is the area. No, sorry. I thought that's where the tornado hit that time, but that's on up the road. But when I complete this recording, before I place it back in the editor, meshing it with the audio, it has a compressor that you can run it through, and where you've kind of overmodulated a little bit, it kind of levels everything out, and it does an excellent job for recording, well, any kind of audio. You could, with this Blue Yeti microphone, if you were a guitarist or if you had a singing group or whatever, of course, if you were going to use it like that, I would suggest you have a shock mount on a boom. But you could put it on omnidirectional, and you could circle the microphone with your singers, and you'd be surprised at the quality that you could get. So if you've contemplated starting a YouTube account, I can recommend the Blue Yeti. And they're not that expensive. I happened to get this one on sale. I couldn't believe. I went into a company that I purchased most of my stuff from, and they had a price, and then it popped up, and I thought, well, that's got to be a mistake. But it wasn't, and so I got it on sale. If you purchase this microphone at its normal price, its usual price, you'll pay anywhere from $125 to $135 for this microphone. And for what it's designed to do, you can't beat it. It's a great value. I purchased my son one of these for his birthday. It's called a Blue Yeti. Mine's black and his silver, but you can get it in blue and white. It's about the most popular let me get my words right. It's about the most popular UHV. Well, what am I trying to say? It's about the most popular USB microphone out there for the money. Now, they do make a more professional model of the Blue Yeti, and I've seen those priced anywhere from $200, $300, $400. I don't know exactly the functions that those have that this one doesn't have, but I'm totally satisfied with this microphone. And I think you'll be satisfied with it too. I got to jabbering there. I think we just passed the area. I don't know. You're just going to have to look. Excuse me. We're on Highway 63. This video will end up around... See, where does it end? It ends up at where you cut off going to Union County. What's the name of that boat dock out there? Had a senior moment. What's the name of that boat dock in Union County? I was out there. I think I went out there and did a video, so I probably have a video of that area. Kilgore boat dock. And we cut up here at Speedwell. And then we get on the Back Valley Road, but I think this video will end just as we turn right on the road that goes over into Union County. If you were going, you can catch a ferry boat down there and go over to Sharp's Chapel. This video, when I recorded it, it took me approximately 17 minutes to go to the turnoff at Speedwell, but I extended it to 30 minutes by using the slow motion function on the video, and I did that until it wouldn't look like we were going down the road making 90 miles an hour, because the fisheye will give you a perspective. If you look down at the lines on the road, it looks like you're really moving on, but if you look at the telephone poles coming between two telephone poles, then you can understand that it is giving you an optical illusion. And when you pass a telephone pole, I have this set on, there's one, see it bend? I have it set on super. This is the area where the tornado hit that time because it damaged the roof of that church over there. The fisheye effect, especially if you place it on wide, there's 3 settings that you can use on the GoPro with 920 1080p. You can set it on narrow, medium, and wide, and then if you also can go into the super wide. So there's really 4 settings that you can use on 1080p, and I've started using the 1080p super wide on my road videos until you can have a more of a panoramic view of the country as we come up through here. But I'd ask you to share this with your friends, to show them Powell Valley. It's one of the prettiest places anywhere in the country. And 2, if you happen to have a YouTube account, or if a friend of yours that you send this to has a YouTube account, have them to subscribe to my YouTube, the Nothing But History, because I'll post this on my Nothing But History YouTube account. But if they subscribe, then when I do another video, they will get an email alerting them that I have uploaded a new video. Most of the videos that I do are road videos, and I've said before they're fairly easy to do, other than I used to put music with them and I don't do that anymore. But it requires you to come in and jabber like I'm doing now. But if you just want to see scenery, you have the option of muting your speakers. It's Thursday evening, August the 8th, 2019, and this video will be one of 4 videos that I did in this series of videos entitled Beautiful Powell Valley, Thursday evening, the 8th of August, 2019. I did a video not too long ago, and why I did it, I don't know. I was calling 2019 2019, and I did that through the whole video. Don't ask me why I did it. I was looking at math numbers rather than year numbers. So it's not 2019, it's 2019 or 2019. Look at the sky, looking up toward, we're going east toward Harrogate on Old 63. This was the main highway to Harrogate. I can remember when they built the newer Highway 63. That's kind of giving my age away, but I can remember when that road was under construction. I can remember I bought a Cavalier. I think that's what it was, a Ford Cavalier. And the road had not completely opened, and I went out there, and it was just like a day or so from opening, and some of the people had already started using it, and I used that road to test my Cavalier. It was a stick shift Cavalier, 4-door. I forget the year. I just forget the year. Time goes by so fast, especially when you're having fun. Shortly, this video will be ending, and we'll be turning right. It's amazing how it came to an end just at the right time. I didn't plan it this way. It just happened. Because when we go over the hill, I think the clip lasts until we pull over down here, if I can remember. But I didn't plan that. It just happened. And I thought, well, how cool is that? If I had been planning this video to stop, that's exactly where I would have had it to stop. But no planning on my part. I just turned the GoPro on, let it run, and it creates a series of files. The files are like 17 minutes each. And it would have recorded 4.5 hours and just broke them up into files. Because I did a video, the complete distance from a place up on the Blue Ridge Parkway all the way to Harrogate. I'm going to quit talking and let the video end. I don't know exactly where it ends. I'm just going to watch it with you. I believe it's going to end when I pull over down here. That's amazing.